Morning campers. So a few people have messaged me just asking what's going on. They've not seen any posts for a while on the channel. I haven't posted anything for a while because I literally have just been working on the bodywork and it's not been much fun to do, and it wouldn't be much fun to watch. As you can see behind me, I have actually made a start on doing a bit of spray painting. That's the colour there, as you can see, which is a Renault Cosmos blue, metallic. It kind of sort of like colour changes between a very light blue and black, depending on the light, the sunlight and things that are shining on it. So sort of like flips a little bit in colour, so it should look really good. That as it is at the minute, it's just the base coat. It doesn't have the lacquer on it, so it'll really pop when that lacquer goes on. I've made a start on it on the sliding door, and then also on the tailgate, and I've also done on the inside around the tailgate. So the idea is, hopefully next weekend I'm going to be putting the van on a trailer and towing it to a spray booth, where I'll be renting a spray booth for a few days, spraying the van myself. They're trying to do it here. It just will not stop raining. It's really frustrating. So it's taken a really long time to get to this point, just because the weather's rubbish. There we go. So I've started putting a few bits and pieces back together again, just like getting the, you know, sort of like wing mirrors, the bumper. That's how it's looking. I love it. I love the look. That is just a high build primer. So I've put it back on just to find everything, because it's got stuff everywhere in the house, in the garage. So finding all the fixtures and fittings and finding all the nuts and bolts and everything, putting everything back together again, sanding all this down, getting it all flat, and then properly storing it. So I'm going, just doing all the little imperfections here now, as you can see, the tiny bits, trying to get these tiny bits right. Yes, that is hanging off. That's because I haven't properly put all of the brackets back in, because it's that kind of like push on plastic stud, and once you pop it in, they're an absolute nightmare to get back out, and basically you break them. So that's why things aren't quite lining up. Did repair the bodywork for the tailgate. The tailgate's been, I took that off, repaired all of the bodywork at the back of the van here, because it looked like the it actually looked like maybe at some point the tailgate had been opened and then someone had driven into it and hit the side of the tailgate and shunted it like that, and it pulled on the hinge, so the tailgate actually sat twisted, and on the other side that gap was really big. You could put your finger right down, and that's how it always was. But I've sorted that out now, so I've got nice lines on both sides. This is looking really good. Sorry, I can't really pull the van forward because it's raining. This is looking good. Just needs a few finishing touches, but that's all properly smartened up that now. Just needs flattening back. But look, no rust, no rust. Look how neat and clean that is. Look at the colour. That's going to really pop that when the lacquer goes on. Just have a quick walk round. There isn't really much I can show you. The windscreen is out. It's literally just sat inside the recess. It's not bonded in. I keep having to, look, it's loose. I keep taking it in and out when I want to do a bit of work on it. But look, no rust. That's all cleaned up lovely. It's all cleaned up lovely. Look at that. That's all ready. Windows out. So that's how it's looking inside. Still a shell inside at the minute. Cat colour. It's gonna look good. I'm just gonna do a little bit of I'm trying to do little bits and pieces whilst I'm waiting for the spray booth to come free. So what I'm doing is I'm just going around doing all my finishing touches, blocking all this down, getting all that feathered in, you know, basically the whole van. All the roof's done. It's all rubbed down. It's been a lot of work, a lot of hours have gone in trying to get your sandpaper in all of these little bits and pieces, because if you miss anything, it's not going to bond, it's going to peel off. And a dark blue on white, well, if it peels off, it's going to show like it's going to stand out in it. It's not like doing a respray of white on white, and if it was to peel off to the casual eye you'd never see it. It's just going to look horrendous, isn't it? So it's got to be a proper job. Those eagle-eyed members will notice, look, there's no, so originally the seam on these vans goes all the way down here, but new panel, because that panel's been replaced, it got welded in here. So instead of trying to recreate this seam, which I don't like anyway, I just thought, stuff it, I'll get rid of it. So it's gone. Skimmed it up, managed to reconstruct these lines, get them nice, and I thought I'd finish the seam in there. Now what you could do if you wanted to would be getting rid of the seam altogether, but I thought no, I thought I'll do that and we'll see how it looks, and I like it. It's a nice clean look to it, so that's better. Mechanically, the van drives really nice now. Starts up nice and quickly. There's no vibration when you're pulling away, because that engine mount has made a massive difference to that. The steering, power steering pump is absolutely perfect. You can turn the steering wheel, absolutely no noise whatsoever. It's really coming on. The last couple of weeks I have made some significant changes and improvements to stuff, but there just hasn't really been much to show you guys, which is why I've not done any videos, just because it's been boring. It's literally been weeks and weeks and weeks of that. It's just rubbing down. So that's where we are. Hopefully in maybe about a week's time, the entire van will have had its full respray done by myself in that spray booth, and then I can properly start cracking on with getting all of the fit out done inside the van. Now I have done quite a lot of prep in terms of all the stuff that I've got inside the house, which is I've already like recarpeted the panels and things like that, and I've got everything almost in place, all the bits and pieces that I need. I'm just ordering a few bits so it's all here ready, because I'm on a really tight timeline now for getting the van ready. Hopefully, well, not hopefully, I have to have the van ready for the North Coast 500 in only a couple of weeks time. I'm getting a lot of pressure to get the van finished, as my partner has a race to do up in Scotland, so I've got to get the van done. So it's going to be really tight, which is, so between now and the spray booth respray, I'm going to be doing as much as I can inside the van, which won't make things too difficult for finishing off doing the prep to the bodywork. I'll put this together now, get this out to you guys. Just wanted to give you a quick update of how it's looking. What do we think so far? We liking its look? What do you reckon? Pretty cool, isn't it? I like it. Nice. See you guys, see you in a bit.